pick a number, 72 or 90, and go ahead and pop it in the comments below and come back here and listen to your beautiful message today. Hi, I'm Julie Geigle, spiritual life coach, international psychic medium, and divine channel for Archangel Metatron, who has come here today to give you some wisdom and insight to guide you in your life through numbers. So the angels talk to us through numbers. Your loved ones communicate with you through numbers. It is a way of getting our attention and helping guide us. Absolutely. So let's dive in. If you pick 72, it's all about teamwork. Have you been trying to do things alone? All right. It is time for help. So 72 is definitely a sign that you certainly can do it alone, but it would be loads easier if you ask for help. So sometimes that's just spiritual help. Sometimes that's just saying, you know what, angels, I could use some help. And when you say that, it opens up that portal, and not only can they come in and guide you, but oftentimes they bring in resources, right? They bring in the person that knows the person that can help you. Or they bring in, the commercial on TV. It's like, oh my gosh, I've been looking for that. It was so funny. We were looking to cut down our tree in the front yard. We had four. And I, was like, we need to find somebody. And that morning on my walk, sure enough, there's this guy, an elderly gentleman cutting down a tree. And he just happened to be by the road at that moment. I was walking by and I stopped and I said, I hate to bother you. You look pretty busy, but we really could use some help cutting trees down. Do you have a card? And I'm telling you, I think it was within a week, he came over and cut those trees down. It was amazing. And how much easier than thumbing through, the yellow pages, if anybody even does that, but, going on Google and searching or asking your friends, boom, it was just right there in front of me. So if you don't ask, you're not going to get the help. So it's super important to be aware that you do not have to do this by yourself, that you have a team that is supporting you. Now, 72 is teamwork in general. So it's not just about your angel team, your A team, but it's also about teamwork in your relationship. So maybe you are running a household and you've got kids and people and places to be and go. Setting up a plan, communication is so important when we're talking about teamwork, and not trying to do everything by yourself, because you know what happens? Those people that try to do everything on their own tend to be control freaks, and that type A personality tends to lend itself toward more stress related issues. So for your sake, as well as everybody around you, don't be afraid to ask for help and stop doing everything on your own, because you are not wanting to lose that control when you have other people jump in and help you. So let go, lead by example, be patient with the people that you're working with. Trust that there's more ways than one to get the job done. And 72 is also a sign that you have achieved success in your relationship, in your career, in life. And now it's time to mentor others. Now it's time to share your gifts and spread that knowledge and wisdom wide and far. So be open to receiving, saying yes to people who are looking for help and you're the one they're turning to. Or they're looking for help and speaking up and saying, you know what? I might be able to help you with that. Right? And the last point here I want to make about 72 is standing up for your beliefs. sometimes when we're working with a group of people, it's really easy to just kind of go with the flow and not make waves. But that's not what the energy of 72 is. It really wants you not only to make an impact working together as a team, but not being afraid to stand up for your ideas, your thoughts, what you bring to the table, and not letting other people run you over because you're afraid of confrontation or you don't want to be the squeaky wheel. Angels are saying, no, you do know more. You do bring value. You have a contribution to make here. Do not miss that opportunity. Now, when we take a look at our numbers, we've got 7, which always means you're on the right path. But I love 7 because it's also about perseverance, not giving up. And then we've got 2, and 2 means everything's going to work out, everything's going to be okay. It's about peace. And then when we add 7 plus 2, we get 9, which is serving. And it's endings, closing, wrap it up. Don't dawdle because you've reached your potential. Time to move on. Now, in terms of love, angel number 72 is inviting more cooperation in your relationships. So, or your, romance. And so you tend to be very domineering. Again, that energy of wanting to control everything or, kind of being in charge. And so if 72 has come up for you in terms of love, it's about taking a deep breath, taking a step back and asking yourself, how can we meet in the middle? How can we come together and both of us giving without giving it all up and figuring this out? So if you look at that in terms of being single, it's all about situations and experiences that involve cooperation. So, joining a club or starting up a hobby, but not the solitude. Okay, so this is really important. 72 is not about solitude. That's the 2 number. It's not just 1, it's 2. And the more that you can surround yourself with people and experiences with others, engaging, the more that it will spark opportunities for love and romance. All right, so here's your awesome affirmation. Don't forget to pop it in the comments below. I am not alone. I ask for help when I need it. I am not alone. I ask for help when I need it. Love that. Love that. All right. Well, if you've picked 90, it's all about support. So very similar to 72, because remember when we add 7 plus 2, we get 9. So it's got the same energy of 72, but a little bit different message. Are you afraid to ask for help? So this is really about, because it has the energy of 9, which is the spiritual awareness, serving a higher power. Use me, Lord, for purpose greater than myself. It's kind of going beyond, thinking beyond yourself. And when you are in alignment with your highest truth, the support is unending. So we've got, deeper meanings in that number of 90. It's very spiritually driven and spiritually guided. A definite indication that you are a light worker and that you have more to offer here on this planet. Do not settle in terms of career, in terms of relationships. And it is, your soul mission. So 90 is a number of devotion, that you are committed to your path, that you were meant for more. You are meant for more. And so you're on this mission I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna find it. Um, yeah, I was in that space for a very long time, but once I became enlightened, that seeking stopped. And now there's just so much more inner peace and um, spaciousness, if you will. But with that 90, it is a sign that the angels are with you. Your team is wanting to support you on this journey. It doesn't have to be filled with suffering. Pain is real, suffering is actually unreal. It's a story that's created by the mind, and mind is an illusion. But all that's for another day. So, if we look at our numbers, again, 9 is about being in service. And it's also about closings, endings. Wrap it up. Don't dawdle. Keep moving. You've served your purpose here. What's next? I get the sense that if you picked 90, that you're a creator. And so some people are creators, inventors, and other people are the ones that take that idea and mold and shape it into that the expansiveness that it is. But oftentimes when I see creators stuck in trying, into that second piece of, okay, now what do I do with it now that I've created it? You can actually get hung up. You can get hung up in that energy because it's not your forte. You're an inventor, you're a creator. It's time to get those wheels in motion, and then you pass it off to somebody else so you can get back to what you do best, which is creating, developing, designing. And then we have 0. I love 0 because it's eternity, right? It's wide open spaces, expansion, and limitless, right? That limitless field of awareness. It's such a beautiful number, and it amplifies any number it comes after. So you take that 9 and it's just like on fire. So support, your angels are supporting you, your team is around you. Don't forget to ask. Now, in terms of love, 90 represents an opportunity. So there's an opportunity coming for you to go deeper. Again, it's the energy of expansion. It's the energy of wide open spaces, embracing all that you are and really stepping up in that relationship. So if you're single, 90 again is that seeking energy, that there's something more, and being open and available to receive more in your life. Not settling, not like being okay, I'm fine being alone, and that just isn't in my cards for me. No, that's BS. If you want a partner, absolutely it's possible for you. So 90 is a sign of encouragement and hope that there's opportunities coming. Now, your affirmation here today, make sure you pop it in the comments below, gives it that extra special punch. I am supported and I ask for help. I am supported and I ask for help. It's so interesting that both of our cards have that theme of asking for help. And oftentimes, we just get stubborn. We're like little kids. I want to do it myself. I know how. And absolutely do it yourself, figure it out. But if you're coming up against a roadblock, don't be afraid to ask for help. It's okay to ask for help. There are plenty of resources and tools around you to help you and to make your life easier. Don't make this harder than it needs to be, right? All right. If you love these messages today, then you are going to love working with me. You can sign up for your free discovery call over on our website at heavensenthealing.us/call. And while you're over there, don't forget to stop by our blog and listen to this month's free meditation. forest and stream, designed to truly move you into that state of peace and relaxation. All right, everyone, until next time, make it a beautiful and blessed day. Mwah.